Welcome back everyone. So from this lecture onward we are going to look upon various types of quadrilaterals and in which trapezium is the very first one. Now what is trapezium? Let's have a look at that. So by the definition, trapezium is nothing but a quadrilateral having one pair of opposite sides parallel. A quadrilateral having one pair of opposite sides parallel. So for example, this could be a quadrilateral A, B, C, D. This is a quadrilateral. As you can see over here, AB is parallel to CD. I hope it is completely making sense to you. Now, a special type of quadrilateral is known as isosceles quadrilateral, in which two sides are equal to each other. So, for example, if I draw somewhat a figure like this, now in this figure, this is again P, Q, R and S, and in this figure what I am assuming that PQ is parallel to SR and PS is equals to QR. PS is equals to QR. Now, if this is a condition, then this type of trapezium will be known as isosceles trapezium. I hope it is making complete sense to you, right? Now, let us talk about the area of a trapezium. The area of a trapezium is nothing but half into sum of parallel sides, half into sum of parallel sides multiplied by height. This is the area of a trapezium. Now let's prove that. How have we achieved to this result? So what I am going to do, I am going to draw a trapezium over here. We already have drawn one trapezium over here, and let's name it A, B, C and D. Now what I am going to do, I am going to divide this trapezium into two parts. What I have done, I have joined this diagonal. So proof of this would be, I have join diagonal BD. So if I join diagonal BD, then as you can see there are two triangles have been created right at this moment. And if I talk about the height of these triangles, the height of these triangles would be, let's say if I talk about at this point, if I drop a perpendicular right over here, then this height h will be the height of triangle BDC, as well as if I drop one perpendicular right at this point. So this will also be equal to h. So if I talk about, let's name this point as A, B, C, D and E. I have named this point as E. Now, if I talk about in triangle A, B, D, if I calculate the area, what I will be getting is half into base into height, half into base into height. And as you can see, if I talk about ABD, the base will be AB, half into AB, and the height will be in this case H, right? Now if I talk about in triangle BDC, so what I'll be getting area as, in triangle BDC, the area would be, if I go with the same formula, half into base into height, so base in this case will be CD, half into CD, and my height would be H again. See, because these are what? These are parallel lines. So height H and height H, these two heights will be equal to each other because these lines are parallel only, right? I hope it is making complete sense to you, right? Now, proceeding forward, if I, this is my equation number 1, this is my equation number 2. If I add these two equations, let's adding 1 and 2. If I add 1 and 2, what I will be getting is area of ABCD. I will be getting area of ABCD, because if I add these two areas, what I will be getting? The area of complete quadrilateral, right? ABCD, and that would be what? Half into H, half into, firstly see this AB, if I take half common, half into H I have taken common, so what I will be remaining with is AB plus CD, AB plus CD, and as you can see, AB is what? AB and CD are nothing but a pair of parallel lines. So that is how half into height into sum of parallel lines, this formula gets validated, and that is how we can find the area of any given trapezium. I hope it is making complete sense to you. Just remember this formula. The proof is not as much as complicated, right? So it is pretty much straightforward. All you need to do is just to divide this trapezium into two triangles and then calculate the area of those two triangles separately and then add them up. I hope it is making sense to you. So that was all about trapezium. Let's practice one question based on that. Thank you so much.